Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for clicking on the Everyday Watch channel. In this video, we're going to be checking out a new release to come from the Makoto Watch Company. This is a Canadian micro brand that takes its design and inspiration very much from Japan. And on the wrist, I have their new Nogami model. This is the limited edition variation. And on Kickstarter, they're actually going to be releasing a total of 5 different color options on January 13th. So I'm going to link to the Kickstarter website in the description of this video. And the word Nogami in Japanese actually translates to a feeling of calmness or peace and balance in your life. And to date, this is actually one of my favorite models that this micro brand has put out. So why don't we flip the camera around now and you guys can take a close-up look at some of these new Nogami models in the studio. So now that we're in the studio, we can take a closer look at all 5 different color options for the Nogami. Yes, the owner of the Makoto Watch Company, Ryan, was kind enough to lend in pre-production units of each dial option. That way you can get a feel for which one speaks to you the most. I'm going to start things off with the limited edition variation. This one has a nice gray sunburst dial with gilt tones to it. Now, some other things that distinguish it from other non-limited variations of the Nogami. First off being the price. Pre-order price is $1,249. That's a $300 premium over the other variations for this model. Also applied on the dial at the 12, you have the kanji for 12 instead of a standard baton index. It also does say limited edition on the dial for this particular model. And the bracelet is this fine link bracelet versus more of a standard brushed H-link that you get on the other color options. Outside of that, very similar with design language and overall dimensions for this particular watch. It's classically proportioned with a 39mm case diameter. If you flip the watch to the side, lug-to-lug distance is 46.5 millimeters. It's a very thin case with a 9.9mm overall thickness. That's from the bottom of the laser engraved case back to the top of a sapphire crystal that has anti-reflective treatment on the underside. Now between the lugs is an even 20mm, and irrespective of the bracelet you go with, it has a nice 4mm taper down to 16 before you hit the Makoto signed clasp. Individual links are also held in place with slot screw heads, so it's pretty easy to remove or add links to dial in the fit, but you also have an on-the-fly micro-adjustment system for the clasp, which is a button that you depress underneath the clasp, and that way you can give yourself on-the-fly adjustment throughout the day. You just simply depress the button on the underside, then you can pull out a few clicks, and then you can also ratchet it back in if you want. So that's a nice feature, and it aids in the overall wearing comfort throughout the day. And here's a quick in-studio wrist shot of the limited edition Nogami. Just to give you a reference point, my wrist is 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters in circumference if you use the metric system. Because it's such a thin watch, it's also very comfortable to wear, and you can even swap out the bracelet for 20mm strap options. I do believe that they have strap options available when you pre-order, like a nice FKM rubber, so be sure to check that out on the website. So why don't we transition and take a look at some of the other dial colors. This one is the blue/purple sunburst dial. It has silver tones to it when it comes to the applied indices and handset that I think work very well. And it's actually quite a dynamic dial. It can be very dark or a very intense radiant blue, depending on the lighting condition you have it in. I should also mention that all these watches are equipped with BGW9 Swiss Superluminova, so when the lights do go out, They all glow quite well. Very evenly applied lume with good orientation as well. This is also going to be the bracelet you're going to get for the non-limited models. Very nicely constructed H-link style bracelet with a similar taper to it. One thing I do also want to mention, and it's not present on these pre-production units, but on the underside of all bracelets, they should have quick release spring bars. So when you actually get this watch shipped to you, it's going to be very quick and easy to swap out the bracelet for different strap options. And you can also just see that nice Nogami laser engraved case back too. It's a nice subtle touch, and I think it just adds to the overall aesthetic of the particular watch. All right, let's transition to the silver dial. This one, very high contrast as well. It's silver sunburst, and then you have silver polished surrounds for the indices and the handset as well. Kind of a cool feature about all of these watches is that if you take a look at the end of the baton style indices, they have a hole punched through them, and you have a similar hole at the tip of a seconds hand that overlaps the same position. And it's kind of a step down portion that is then separated by a silver flange, and then you have more of a raised, or kind of on the same plane as the main dial, printed running minute track. So some nice depth and dimension to this watch as well. I'll also mention that all of these watches are equipped with 150 meters of water resistance, and partially due to the screwed and signed Makoto crown, which is a nice 6.4 millimeter size, and I can grip and operate it very easily, even with gloved hands. And this watch is equipped with hacking and hand winding, and they use a premium Miyota 90S5 automatic movement. This is actually a very thin movement, which is how you can get a sub 10 millimeter case. Now, interestingly, this particular Miyota movement has the option for an open heart type of dial, and it's a no date movement with a 42-hour power reserve, ticks away at 4 Hertz, and it does pivot on 24 joules. All right, let's take a look at the red sunburst dial. And of all the non-limited variations for the Nogami, I think this one stands out to me the most. It's kind of a saturated red you don't normally see, but it still has excellent contrast against the hour markers and the handset that's there. And I'm glad that Ryan decided to go with a nice red option. I think it might not be as versatile as some of the other dial colors, but it really does pop in the sunlight too. And then last but not least, we have kind of a black or gray sunburst dial, kind of similar to the limited version without the gilt tones to it. This one has more of a traditional silver tone. It doesn't have the kanji printed at the 12 either, but this is probably the most versatile non-limited version you can get. And all of these non-limited color options have a pre-order price tag of 949 Canadian dollars. I should also mention that the finishing on these watches is very good for a sub $1,000 timepiece. Mostly brushed, but you can see there are nice polished bezels as you transition from the bottom portion of the bezel, and then you have a polished transitional line that runs the span of the case flank, and even along the bracelet too, you have that nice polished beveling that is there to contrast against a mostly brushed bracelet. So overall, very impressed with the Nogami release from the Makoto Watch Company. I think it's a great go anywhere, do anything type of watch that has excellent finishing, an interesting Miyota movement that also keeps things very thin, and it seems quite capable with a robust bracelet and a nice micro extension on the clasp. But as always, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Which color of the Nogami speaks to you the most? And if you do enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It really does help me out. Thanks again to Ryan for lending these in. Be sure to check out the Kickstarter page or the Makoto website for more information if you are interested. So that's going to wrap up this video, and as always, I can't wait to catch you guys in the next review.